با اپلیکیشن گیفت از هر جای دنیا که هستین، هر کسی رو که دوست دارین بی بهانه خوشحال کنید.
My name is Kaylee Young and I'm the owner of Flourish by Kay and I'm the 2018 Mayish Design Star. In this video I'm going to be talking you through how I made a floating installation. The tools I used to make this installation are clippers, wire cutters, scissors, fishing line, wire netting or chicken wire. Then I also used Oasis caged bricks and also Oasis bricks that were not caged placed in loamy dishes, floral tape, and baby's breath. We got started by using chicken wire. We cut the chicken wire into different pieces, different sizes, according to what size we wanted the ball to be. So we started with a large ball, so we had quite a large piece of chicken wire, about 2 feet, crumpled it into a ball, and then tied it with fishing line multiple times around, and then tied it to the rafter in the venue. Once we did that and we made sure it was secure, I started shoving baby's breath in clumps. And this created a tight kind of ball with the baby's breath, and it allowed everything to hold together tightly, and I could build out more and more. So I just kept building out baby's breath, shoving until it was nice and full and all the chicken wire was covered, and then I made sure it was the shape that I wanted, and then it was finished. The next 2 balls that we made were the same process. They were just different sizes, so smaller balls, and then again I just shoved baby's breath and then filled it up until it was nice and full and all the chicken wire was covered, and then made it kind of asymmetrical, whimsical looking. And then the last 2 little tiny pieces of hanging baby's breath, I just made a little ball of baby's breath and tied it with fishing line, so it was just like a bundle, and then tucked in some extra pieces. So it would be extra small. I didn't use any chicken wire for that. The pieces on the ground, the first large piece, we used a large caged brick of Oasis. Soaked that, pushed it up against the wall, and then started with baby's breath, placing in the Oasis and building out as we went bigger and bigger until we made sort of like a cloud looking thing. We did the same thing with the other cloud installation piece on the ground. It was a regular sized piece of Oasis that we had placed in a loamy dish, so it would be smaller than the other caged brick of Oasis. Once we got the overall shape of the clouds made, I just made sure that none of the chicken wire was showing. I made sure that none of the Oasis was showing. And then I put in extra pieces of baby's breath to add sort of a whimsical, asymmetrical look, and to kind of finesse them, make them perfect, kind of focus on the details. And after we were finished, then we swept up the floor and then the installation was finished. While I was designing this installation, I used the first piece as a gauge for the rest of the installation. So the first cloud that I made, we hung up the fishing line and the chicken wire, and then I started putting the baby's breath in and kind of used that as a gauge to what size I wanted the other clouds to be. So after we got finished making that first piece, then I knew how I kind of wanted to make the second and the third pieces. The second piece I decided to maybe try and put the baby's breath in on the ground. I thought maybe that would be a little bit easier. When you're doing any kind of installation, no matter what kind of installation you're doing, it's going to be very subjective to your surroundings, the venue. So I think that you're going to be gauging no matter what you're doing. So just start with a small piece, see how it goes over, and then kind of adjust your technique as you go on. Installations are really amazing because they can do something for a venue that just nothing else can. They kind of bring it to life. And so I really loved this installation that we made with the baby's breath. The bride was very whimsical and she liked things very structural, and so we had a lot of fun designing this together. And then we also made it a frame for their wedding video that they projected onto the wall. So the baby's breath installation was used as a frame for people to take photos in as kind of like a photo moment, and it was also used as a frame for their wedding video when everyone would sit at the table and watch their 2-minute wedding video of when they got married. So it was a really nice addition to the venue. It was a really nice addition to the reception, and it really brought the whole venue and the whole event to life. I hope that you learned something valuable from this video. Making an installation is different for each person every time, so I hope that something you learned here today can help you in your next installation.
با اپلیکیشن گیفت از هر جای دنیا که هستین هر کسی رو که دوست دارین بی بهانه خوشحال کنید.